Maple TA End of Semester Summary Assignment Question number 26. Find the vertex, y-intercept, and direction of the following quadratic function. F of x equals negative 4x squared plus 4x plus 3. The x-coordinate of the vertex. Okay, so this is one thing you will need to memorize for the exam. This is just something you have to remember is negative b over 2a. This is the x value of the vertex. And a coordinate or a quadratic function goes from a, b, and c, going in descending order of the exponent of the variables. So x squared, x, and no x. A, b, and c. So a is negative 4, b is 4, and c is 3 here. So to find this, I'm going to do negative b, which in this case is 4, divided by, and I'm going to put parentheses so that all of 2 and a are underneath in the denominator. So 2 times a here is negative 4. And then I can do this math in my head. I could do a calculator. I can use Excel. If you're not comfortable with that, just doing it really quickly in my head, I can see that the negative divided by negative is positive. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So I'm really just going to end up with 1/2. So my x-coordinate is 1/2. And that's a positive 1/2. To find the y value here, we need to substitute. Actually, let's bring up Excel, and that's super fast. This is from a previous example. I'm just going to highlight this, Control C to copy, come over to Excel and press Control V, and then fix up a little bit of the formatting. This negative out here is confusing to Excel because it does it with, it looks like a dash and not a negative. I need to tell it to multiply to this x. X squared, it brought down the 2, so you need to make sure that it goes up in the exponent. And again, right here, I need to make sure that it needs to multiply. And then, really quick, I'm just going to substitute in my x, which in ours was 1/2. So I'm just going to put 0.5 because that's super fast. Again, put parentheses and 0.5, and it looks like everything else is ready to go. Press enter, and so I get 1/2 for the x-coordinate, or 0.5, and 4 for the y-coordinate of the vertex. And the next one is to find the y-intercept. I think it tells you what to memorize to find the y-intercept, and you don't need to memorize anything on any graph how to find the y-intercept, because it's always going to cross the y-axis when x is 0, because that's where the y-axis is at x equals 0. And so all you have to do in any graph at all, any function equation, is put 0 in. Here, 0 squared is 0, times 4 is 0, 0 times 4 is 0, everything all cancels out except this last number. So if you want to memorize, you can just say, hey, it's that last number, or C is the y-intercept. So in this case, it's 3. Now I look at the front to see whether the parabola opens up or it opens down. It's kind of silly to remember, but I like to think of it as being happy or sad. In this case, it's a negative parabola, so it's going to give you a frowny face, and this means that it opens down. If it's positive, it's a happy face, and it opens up. And that's our answer.